how to calculate quartile and interquartile range. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So using this sample of data set, we can calculate the quartile and interquartile range. So let us start by arranging this data from the lowest to the highest. So our lowest number is 1, then followed by 2. So as you can see, there are 4 data 2. Then we have 3. Then 4. There are only 1, 4. Then 5. 5. So there are 3 for number 5. Next we have 6. Then we have 7. 7. Then 8. Then 9. So there are 2 data 9. Then for number 10 we have also 2. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, kung i-count natin yung dataset na ito ay ano siya, meron siyang 20 na observation. Okay, count natin. Sige, para sure tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are 20. So to get the median or the quartile 2, you will get the most middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So ito yung pinaka gitna. Kasi even siya, kukuha tayo ng dalawang number dito sa gitna. So 5 ang gitna, dalawa, 5 and 6 plus 6. Then we will get the average. So 5 plus 6, that is 11, then divided by 2. So our quartile 2 is 5.5. 5.5. Okay, so next we will get the lower quartile or quartile 1. So ito ay 10 sa lower. So count tayo 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So dito yung gitna. Ito yung lower quartile for quartile 1. So that is 2 plus 3 over 2. Then 2 plus 3, that is 5. Divide 2. So 5 divided 2, that is equals to 2.5. Next yung quartile 3. Quartile 3 ay yung upper quartile natin. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So dito yung pinaka gitna. So we'll get the two numbers, 7 and 8. Divide by 2. So 7 plus 8, that is 15. And divided by 2 is equals to 7.5. Okay? So, nakuha na natin yung lower quartile, middle, at saka third quartile. Ngayon, compute na natin yung interquartile range. So, interquartile range ay equal siya sa quartile 3 minus sa quartile 1. So, ang quartile 3 natin ay 7.5 minus 2.5. Okay? So, 7.5 minus 2.5, that is 5. Okay? So, ito yung interquartile range natin. Ito yung quartile 1 natin at saka yung quartile 2 natin. Ito yung quartile 3 natin. Okay? So that is how to calculate the quartile and interquartile range. Next problem. Find the quartile of the following values. 46, 45, 48, 53, 51, 54, 55, 58, and 59. Okay, so let us arrange first this data from the lowest to the highest. Okay, so the lowest of this data is 45. Next, followed by 46. Then 48, then 51, then 53. Next is 54. Next is 55. 58 and 59. Okay, so let us count first the data so that we will know the most middle of this data set. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the median for the quartile 2 is 53. Okay. Kung papansin nyo, hindi na tayo nag-average ng quartile 2 or median because yung observation natin ay odd, hindi siya even. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung unang sample natin ay nag-average tayo ng quartile 2 kasi ano siya, even number siya. So, yun ang kanilang pagkakaiba. So, this is quartile 2 is equals to 53. The quartile 1 is equals to 46 plus 48 average natin kasi ito yung ano niya, yung gitna. I-add natin yung 46 at saka yung 48. Okay, so 46 plus 48 is 94. Then divide by 2, that is equals to 47. Now, our quartile 3 ay in between 55, so 55 and 58. So let us add 55 plus 58 by 2. So 55 plus 58 is 113 over 2. So let us divide 113 by 2, that is 56 point, yung point natin dito, 56.5. Okay? So, kumpleto na tayo sa quartile 1, quartile 2, ang quartile 3. So, let us calculate the interquartile range. So, interquartile range is equals to Q3 minus Q1. So, our quartile 3 is 56.5 minus quartile 1, which is 47. So 56.5 minus 47 is equals to 9.5. Okay? So, yun ang paghanap ng quartile at saka interquartile range sa dataset. So, pag even ang kanyang dataset, ay i-average natin yung quartile 2 or the median. Pero kung odd number siya, yung pinaka the most middle ay hindi na magiging average. Okay? So, sana mayroon kayong natutunan dito sa video ito. Salamat sa panonood.